For those of you who don't know, I went through a recent kind of style change. And that's a weird thing for me to say, but I don't always dress like this. I do on the show, but usually I dress more like this. And what does that mean? Well, that means that I dress like an adult, like a lot. I used to dress like this, and I still do, but for work and for other occasions, I'm dressing more up, what I would consider dressing up. Now, when I first took this plunge, I basically went all in on more formal suits and dress-up shirts and ties, which I freaking love wearing. But sometimes you need a little bit in the middle. Sometimes you want to wear a t-shirt and jeans. Sometimes you want to dress up a little bit more, but you don't want to look like you're dressing up. And for me, that was kind of a hard thing to figure out. I found a lot of stuff on how to dress, like in a suit, a tie, and the style rules on that. And I understood those really well. I invested in clothing for myself, for my career. But the in-between was kind of hard for me to find. I found a lot of advice that was really trendy. I found a lot of advice that I didn't really like. And something that really helped me was Stitch Fix. And if you haven't heard of Stitch Fix, it is a subscription box where you choose the frequency of your delivery, and they send you clothes that they've picked based on the style that you want to wear. You fill out a questionnaire on, obviously, your size, but also like what cut do you like? Do you want to wear something that's like more close to the body? Do you want to wear something baggier? It goes through that. There's even sections where you click on pictures of outfits and ones that you would wear, and click on colors and say, would you be likely to wear this color, or do you just never want to wear that color? I mean, I'm talking olive and purple and pink and green and colors that I didn't wear a lot of. So I pushed the boundaries just slightly on here. I said I want to be adventurous, I want to be stylish, but I don't want to go too crazy. So basically with the colors, I was like, I'm fine with colors. I went a little bit more conservative when it came to patterns, and they sent me a box. So you get a box of goodies, and they give you this, lovely little hello, thank you for picking Stitch Fix. And it has a guide that shows you how to wear some of these things. Every item has kind of a guide to say, hey, this is what it would pair well with. And some of these terms may be new to you. They were new to me. Terms like chino and Henley shirt. So if you're not familiar with those, this tells you, hey, this is what it is. This is who makes it, and here's what you should pair it with. This is just their suggestions. You can kind of do whatever you want. But one thing that I like about them is that whatever you don't like, you send back in a bag. You don't have to pick all this. It's not like Loot Crate or some other subscription boxes where they send you stuff and you have to buy all of it. You select the frequency, like I said, and some of these shirts are decent shirts, so they can be a little pricey. You also select the price range, by the way. You can say, this is how much I would pay for a shirt. I would pay for pants. I would pay for shoes. So you're not completely shocked with what you get. But for me, I picked 50 to 75 for shirts or something around that, because I said, okay, I want a decent shirt, but I don't want to go too crazy because I may love a lot of these things and I need a budget for it. First up, you got a dress shirt with some vertical stripes. This one's okay. Personally, it didn't quite fit me right. I went with a slim cut, medium. It was just a little bit too tight around my midsection. It was a little too slim, almost like an ultra slim. The armholes were decent though, decent there, but they picked stuff like this, so it's random. We also got a polo from Penguin, and it's a black polo, which is it's decent. It's got a little Penguin logo, which isn't too bad. It's not too in your face. Personally, I've worn way too many polos. Before I took this fashion plunge that I'm talking about, I wore polo shirts every single day for work, from Starbucks through telecom and until my recent job. This is what I wore every day, 5 days a week. And it may be because of that I personally am skipping it, and that's okay. Now here we have a Henley shirt, and it's actually, I really like the color on this. Henleys are defined by their button-down collar even though they're in a t-shirt or even a long sleeve tee, they're defined by this button-down collar as opposed to a dress shirt collar or a polo shirt collar where it actually has the flat coming down. You know what I'm talking about. The collar thing, the points, It doesn't have those. It's a Henley, so this is different for me. I like the idea. I don't know if this is for me, so let me know in the comments if you think this is something that's for me. Next up, we got a button-down, like casual t-shirt, which I freaking love. It's from Flag and Anthem. Again, I don't know who these people are before this, but I really, really like this. It's a really cool construction. It's navy. It's nice. The buttons on here are metal, so I don't know. It's something cool about it. I really like this shirt though. Also, it's something subtle. The lining here, you can see it's kind of lighter. But one thing that I noticed was the red here in the stitching. Every now and then, like this bottom piece, like pops out as when I wore it untucked. Spoilers, I already wore this. I liked it. So this pops out and it kind of adds a little bit of flair with a little bit of red there. So let me know what you think of that one. I liked it. Up next, the last item is some chinos, and they ended up being a little big in the waist for me. I gave them my size. It says my size in here, but it was a little bit big in the waist, but I really like them. This is again by Flag and Anthem, and these are chinos. So if you don't know what a chino is, chinos are like basically like Dockers, if you will. This is a slimmer cut. The difference between chinos and like a khaki pants, the differences between them you could probably look up, and I'm not an expert, I'm not a style expert, but I really liked these are navy as well. It's a darker navy than the shirt. So you could pair them together and it kind of creates a monochromatic look, or you can do something to, split them up and be separate. None of this is, supposed to be paired together. It's all mix and match, kind of. Shirts are mix and match because you're not going to wear the same one over. You could wear two, but anyways, I like these, and I actually like them so much that I'm putting a note in and asking for them to send me another pair of these. Like I said, the waist is a little big, so I'm going to comment on that, see if they want me to send these back in the next batch because this is a slim fit, and the waist was just a little big for me, but I really liked everything else other than that. I mean, I put on a belt with these anyway, so it wasn't that bad, but it creates a little bit of fabric bunching. So let me know what you think of this, if you like me showing videos like this, and what you think of the idea of Stitch Fix. I mean, if you don't know about fashion, then I think it's a really cool thing. Shout out to Owen, who was one of the people who told me about Stitch Fix and told me, hey, you can make comments and tell them, hey, send me that in another color and all that. Shout out to Owen for that. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you want me to do more fashion videos, because it's something that I enjoy and I want to tell people about it who are like me, who are, we're geeks, we're man children, and sometimes we have to look decent. And I think it's awesome.